you could choose a hologram to be your science officer. So yes, they can be playable with some limitations. Okay? Over here.
Hello. You talked a little bit about the detail and the complexity of some of the areas that you can explore. But as far as ship-wise, what all can you explore inside your ship? And tell me...
Will there be a holodeck? So first of all, what can you see in your ship? Well, we plan for every ship to have decks, to have a layout, to have their medical facilities, the engine room, the holodeck. We want to have all of those things in each of your ships, and we'd like to allow players to customize them to some degree to make them your own. Okay?
Thanks.
Question over here.
Hi. David from Chicago.
David from Chicago. Hi, David.
Hi. Do you know how you'll be handling player death?
So player death, we're probably going to do permadeath, and we'll charge your credit card extra. No. We haven't gotten to that aspect. It's got to be something relatively minimal, if only because I think the days of outrageous death penalties are long past us. And I think we've evolved to the point of, hey, can I just have fun? So that's our mindset going in. Question over here.
Yes, my question was, will you have like campaigns, like a series of levels? Because in other games they've had like series of different missions that you have to accomplish. So you talked about that, but do you decide how long they go, or does the computer just give you assignments?
The computer, or your central command, or whomever, will issue you tours of duty, which will be a series of missions, some very specific, some not, and that will be your assignment. Now, we don't plan on doing a level-based, if you know what I mean, a level-based MMORPG. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Over here.
Hi, my name is Adam from San Francisco, California.
Adam from San Francisco. Woo!
All right. I have a question about are you guys going to use motion capture in your video game, or are you going to use hand-drawn animation?
Hand-drawn. We are not going to be using motion capture. Our animators, we feel, are among the best in the business. If anybody played City of Heroes, anybody? There you go. So, next question.
Yes, I have two quick questions. One, what are you going to do to make sure the game remains like fun and competitive and lengthy, but not make it a common classic MMO just a grind fest? And also, when is the estimated ETA on the game? And can I be a beta tester?
I didn't. I heard the beta. I didn't hear the second question.
I said, when's the ETA? The first question, did you not hear?
Okay, so the first question, how do you not make it a grind fest? I'll get to that. The third question, can you be in beta? Well, register on our forums. It's always where we go first to forum registrants. And what was the second one? Something about...
The ETA on the game.
ETA. Well, as I said, I can't really say when. I can tell you it's not going to be... It's going to be less than 4 years. It'll probably be less than... It'll be less than 3 years. Hey, you guys will laugh. I absolutely stinking guarantee you there are games... MMORPGs, they take years and years and years. And if I say under 3 years, that's a shocking statement in the industry. So, at any rate, how to make it fun. We believe at Cryptic that an MMORPG has to just be inherently fun. And that's why we developed City of Heroes like we did. We're doing the same thing with Champions. And all of us play. We play at work. We play at home. And if the game isn't entertaining to us, then we're not going to release it. It's that simple. So that our mindset isn't trying to create a system to guarantee that certain people are going to stay online forever. It's just going to be what we think is that people will stay online if the game's just fun. So that's the best promise I can do for you, but I think that's more than most.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, over here.
Jesse from San Angelo, Texas.
Jesse, all right.
My question is, will there be dynamic events going on, or is this all going to be pre-scripted?
No. Well, yeah, there's going to be dynamic events. In fact, we were talking about the Borg coming and invading certain sectors and then having to come through and clean the Borg back out. Or, who knows, the Tholians could get a little bit uppity. All of those... so the events are definitely something we want to do. Definitely events where players' actions are taking a part in it is something that we want to focus on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Paul from Redlands, California.
Yeah.
Kind of a two-question. PvP, Are you going to have that?
Yes, definitely. Yes,
Cool.
we've got Klingons and we've got Starfleet, so that's a ready-made combustible element.
Okay. Campaigns, missions, whatever, you'd be able to do that with other players, with
Yes,
other
fully
ships,
cooperative.
massive.
You can team up with other people, and you know, some things you will have to team up with others. You'll have to form a task force, a temporary team up, or you could go to your guild mates, your fleet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question.
Hi, I'm Christopher from Earth.
Christopher
Anyone
from
else?
Earth. Right on.
Yeah, cool.
Good.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Some of the people last night around 1 o'clock in the morning, not from Earth.
Yeah, exactly. I actually have a concern that may sound a bit redundant from the question that was asked earlier, but I think it's a big concern among all of us. We, as Star Trek fans, are scientists and engineers and teachers and business owners. We can't spend our whole lives playing an MMO. Am I going to be able to use my brains for strategy and beat a 13-year-old who has spent 80 hours a week upgrading his character?
So I can't compete. Clearly, I can't compete with a 15-year-old either. Developers classically develop games that they want to play. And I'm in my late 30s. I'm almost 40. And I've got 2 kids. I can't play for hours on end. I want to be able to get in, play a game, and enjoy it. I don't want it to be work. I don't want to feel like I have to get on there. I don't want to feel like some 15-year-old punk can own me anytime he wants. So, and the same is true for Craig. He's got even more kids than I do. Heck, he even owns a goat. I mean, he doesn't have time for... That's the truth. Make sure on the boards to make fun of him for it, too. And remember, he nerfs your characters. So we're going to be making the game with that in mind. Okay?
Star Trek is in your hands.
Okay, yeah. Next.
Hi, I'm Rick from New York.
Rick from New York, great.
My question
it's like talk radio. It's great.
My question involves sort of just the whole MMO genre.
A little bit closer to the mic. The whole MMO thing.
Now, most games tend to focus on a very sort of class-based system where everybody has their job. Whether it be a warrior and then you have some sort of healing class that stands behind the lines. How are you going to differentiate it? Now saying that we're all going to be captains, is there going to be a class system for the captains to lean more towards a medical or a scientific side?
It's already in the IP, right? As you know, Janeway is a what?
A scientist.
Right, and Picard?
Scholar.
Right. I mean, he's either a diplomat, archaeologist, right? So that we already know that command is something that's ancillary to your career path, right? Remember, Troy had to go through that training in the holodeck and stuff for the command path. And so we're approaching it like that. You as a captain are going to have a specialty that's either science or engineering, security, navigation. Those will be possibilities that you can specialize in addition to the fact that you're in command. And whether we use traditional MMO tactics, not exactly. Certainly not for starship combat, and ground combat probably is not like that.
Thank you.
Next.
Hello, I am Scott from Kansas.
Hey, Scott from Kansas.
My question is regarding the servers. How are you going to set up the servers? Is it going to be one huge server, or is it going to be many small servers?
We really haven't decided that yet, although to be honest, I'd probably prefer one large server so everybody can play together. But our technology can do that, but it's a matter of what platforms we're on. It's a matter of what agreements we have. It's really what's best for the game. But certainly our technology for one big server, so you don't have to worry about your friends being somewhere else, and you have to transfer characters, and oh my God, I have to pay another $10, and how do I do it? We'd like to avoid that.